Right, I'm here today with Phil Rock, one of the two cooks, and in fact the cook, not the rocker. Phil, I want to ask you some questions about great appliances. I don't mean sexual appliances, I mean cooking appliances. But tell me about something in the kitchen that is a design and practical innovation classic.
I'm going to start with the Kenwood chef.
Okay.
It's not a bloke called Ken. The Kenwood chef has been around for 55, 60 years and still has a better engine than any other machine that's been made in that area.
A better engine?
The engine that actually drives it, the electric motor. It's an induction engine, which means it'll work really with very tough materials like bread. Everything else, anyone's got one of these machines at home, you switch it on, you try and make dough, it slows down and down and down till it nearly stops. Kenwood chef keeps going. And most of them were bought 50 years ago, they're a bit like Rolls Royce. They are still going. And the company will provide materials for them to keep the things going. So not only does it do its job well, the branding works so well because the American company that designs it still supports the machine out there.
So come back to the engine. Can't other people copy the engine?
I think they could, but at a very simple level, Kenwood have collared the market in the very expensive end of that market. And the reason it's very expensive is because of the induction motor. Then you make everything else alongside it, and I think their barriers to entry that they've created are so high that no one else can really get involved.
You're now talking to me dirty in
I'm
MBA
talking
language.
Dirty in MBA language.
This is good. I quite like that. So what was that again? Run it past me quickly.
Porter, get things in the way so that people cannot barriers to entry.
I thought barriers to entry was when your wife was in the door of the kitchen.
No, that's not the same, and it's nothing to do with barrier sex. But that's one end of the scale. Right at the other end of the scale, let's think of the Lancashire potato peeler. A great design classic.
You're just saying that because
really
you're from
cheap.
Liverpool.
I'm not. It's not in Lancashire. It's in
It is
Merseyside.
from
You're
where I
so
am.
southern, aren't you?
Come on,
You're so
it's
southern.
in
Are you a Kentish
Lancashire.
man or a man of Kent?
What
I
about
don't
the
know.
Kentish peeler?
Yeah, I don't.
Potato peeler.
There's no such thing, even though you make potatoes here. So we've got the potato peeler is just a great machine that works forever. Anyone who's got one stuck in their cupboard with the little blade that moves up and down, we've got a picture of it here on screen now. It's astonishing. It actually doesn't ever seem to wear out.
The man holding that on the screen is not from Lancashire, by the way.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear
I think
that.
he's from Kent.
Well, that proves it's a semi-Kentish
Potato
peeler. So you can go one end to the other. Something that costs £1, something that costs 300 quid. They're both design icons. They both help enormously in the kitchen, and we'd spend more time in the kitchen without them.
Now, I heard something really important, that design is the integration of form and function, not just putting features on a product that add no, just for design value. So do both of those objects actually use design and style to produce real substance?
Both come back to the absolute basic of they do their job incredibly well, and they don't do more than that. The potato peeler, Lancashire potato peeler, works really well away from you on a carrot, makes much thinner stripes out of it. But no one ever thought it's also great for left-handers. They thought of all those things in there and designed it in right back at the beginning, so it worked with form and function.
Now you're
Exactly
talking
the same.
dirty to me about potato peelers. Come on, bring me to the end. Sum me up, please.
You got to make things well. Mm-hmm. If you make things well and build in what it's supposed to do right from the beginning, then it's more likely to succeed. Isn't that the same in business?
Pretty much. Thank you very much. So, we are the two cooks. We offer keynote speaking that combines the best of management and leadership thinking with cooking and rocking. I'm Peter Cook, and
I'm Phil Rock.